I'm used to managing bustling hospitals, and I've succeeded at constructing railways across the world. But now it's time to deal with something a little closer to home and try and construct a massive legacy of wealth for my family. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to Family Office Simulator. Putting my skills to a test in this different environment is going to be an interesting experiment, and I have a funny feeling we're going to learn a few things along the way. Given how volatile the market and finance can be, I'm not entirely sure what my chances of success are. So let's dive in and find that out. I must say, the presentation of the first screen we get here in Family Office Simulator does give a very professional and exquisite and luxurious sort of feel with the colours and the way it's laid out. We're going to go for the middle one, standard. Maybe if you guys want to see more in the future, we could try the hard. The standard mode is inheritance. So a family member has passed, we've been given a load of cash to get going, and we also have one property. Master Hellish is a bit rough and ready, isn't it? I think we need more of a prosperous name. The name is Hugon. Yeet Hugon. And our holding company? Hugon's Holdings. Now, we have to choose a bank, okay. Now, there's a 50 million cap on the line of credit on this one, but the savings is really low. I'm going to go with Meridian National Bank, because hopefully it'll be fine. Now we need to choose the market. We basically got a various different number of places. Explosive population growth. Warm climate. You know what? I think we're going to go in the Arizona Sunbelt. Okay, so we've inherited a mortgage. We need to decide what we're going to do with that. There's a recommended option and a debt-free option. I want to keep the debt because I also want to keep my starting capital. Now, in other games I've played, having lots of money to invest and make more money is usually a good way forward. So I'm going to try that. Hugon Holdings. Here we go, we're in. First thing I notice is we've got mail, so let's check that out. Okay, 3 emails. Okay, welcome to your new office from James. James is our financial advisor. Good, I'm glad I've got an advisor. We need to be looking at our banking dashboard and the deal finder. What's Catherine got to say? They're the real estate attorney. Yeet! This is to confirm that Hugon Holdings LLC has been officially filed in a good standing. Okay, good. Catherine's advising that each property should be held in its own limited company. So we might need to consider that at some point. Now, the inherited property we've got has got a tenant and is generating income. Fantastic. Ooh, what's the command center? Right. So this is our main dashboard. One property and no investments. Well, we were advised to go to the deal finder, so let's have a look. So there's storage facilities, multi-family apartment complex. Price is 1.5 million. How much have I got again? 1.4. I'm a little bit short. I mean, we could borrow. Oh my goodness. Medical office, 5.8. Ooh, self-storage business sounds like a good way to go in. We've got an available balance of 1.2 million. Definitely need more. We've got a credit limit of 260 million. I feel like going in pretty big to begin with. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I'm in this to win it. So, all the self-storage units and that apartment complex, that's what I want. I would like to draw funds. 15 million. Oh, no, that's 150 million. Okay, I didn't want to start that big. 15 million. Right, is that going to be approved? Oh no, I misread that. It's not 260 million. There's a decimal point there and only 2 zeros. I thought that was a comma, and my little dyslexic brain went, oh, I've got 260 million. No. Okay, well, we'll take out the full 260,000. Now, what does that give us in terms of available balance? We do have the 1.4 million to spend by the looks of it. Let's go and see what we can do with that. I don't think I can get the small apartment complex. I can get this self-storage though, or that self-storage. Oh, hang on. You hover on it over it and it tells you. Oh, that's fantastic. Because whilst I am quite the tycoon, I'm not familiar with all of these terms. And it does actually tell us more stuff here. Okay, the annual property income as a percentage of the purchase price. I see. Okay. Oh, we have to submit an offer? Oh, so we can actually lowball them under that offer around. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to offer them $1 million. They can have 990,000 on the offer. There we go. The seller has countered. Yeah, I'm not sure I want that counter. Let's counter one more time. We're going to counter with around $1 million. Offer's been accepted. Fantastic. Oh, we now have to choose the financing. Oh, I see. So we don't have to just use our cash. We can use the bank as well. Oh, okay. Right. So, I'm not going to go all in on the cash. We'll use the bank. Here we go. We'll do a fixed term for 7 years. And I'm going to start with a couple of mid-term conservative ones. Acquisition complete. Okay. Now, can we get the expensive ones as well? I'm going to go in and say $4.5 million and just see what they say. Deal lost. Oh, it was too low. The seller has pulled the listing and will not negotiate further. Oh, I went in too low. I went way too low. Okay, right. Let's not make that mistake again. Okay, we've got a counter for a $3 million. Yeah, let's accept the counter offer and put it on the same sort of deal. Oh no, we don't have the funds. Right, we need 1.3 and okay, it's a down payment. Oh, I see. Can we close the deal anyway and be in the negatives? No. Oh, we're going to have to walk away. So now we've got a load of emails. Our financial advisor has popped in and said that we'll see the cap rate on every list in the deal financer. So let me break it down. Oh dear. Right, so it's now explaining stuff that I probably should have read before I went and purchased things. Oh dear. Okay, so I've got some real estate equity now. I've got some mortgage debt. And what does the bank have to say? My available balance isn't as good as what it was. We can see that we've got loan organisation fees and property acquisitions. They charged me nearly $5,000 just to do the acquisition. So let's close January and see what happens. There we go. So I collected $26,000 in rent overall. I paid $6,000, nearly $7,000 in expenses. So my net cash flow is actually $20,000. That's not too bad. And my bank balance has gone up. Oh, and 4 new tenants signed leases. Ah, so I wonder how many tenants are in my current acquisition. Oh, first property acquired. Fantastic. Yes, I did. My net worth is $1 million. And we've got we've got DMs now. We've got messages. What's prop flow? A management no, we'll come back to that later. That's too scary. As your operation grows, you'll notice monthly software changes hitting your account. Yes, we've already noticed that DMs have been added. Might be worth forming your own management company and hiring a property manager directly. Yes, I like the sound of that. I want to see what deals are on, but I think we're going to have to build up some more cash to be able to deal with some of these deals. I do want that apartment complex. Ah, we've got some events in the calendar. Something's happening in March. Oh, tax. I don't have to pay tax. What about June? Oh, that's more tax. Too much tax. James seems to think we're doing quite well so far. He says that our cash flow is positive, our portfolio is doing what it's supposed to do, and the temptation at this stage is to sit on the surplus. Don't reinvest it. Yes, let's reinvest. Oh, line go up. Fantastic. Oh, we can actually do some investing maybe. Cloud computing AI infrastructure is up slightly. Now I'm pretty certain if I invest in any of these, they're going to start going down. So let's give that a go. Renewable energy and solar infrastructure. I'm not too sure about that one. Banking and financial services seem like we should probably have a look at that. 1,000 shares will cost me 170,000. What would 10,000? We haven't got enough money for 10,000 shares. Okay, let's go in with 1,000 shares. So it cost us $171 for the purchase, and we're going to place the order. Yay! So now we've got some shares, and we'll have to see what happens with that. Speaking of time, let's close May. There we go. We got some money coming in. No new tenants. You've just received your first dividend payment. Oh, okay. Dividends are cash payments companies make to shareholders. Oh, we got some shareholder cash. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to have a look at that in a second. So, we've made $6,000 just from those shares. Oh, you know what? I think we should find another one. Where's my list of all the different places and how things are going on? I'm quite some way into this, and this is the first time I'm just like lost on where to find the thing that I want. And that's a good thing. Being able to get this far into a game, have the interface well laid out, for it to make sense, for special terms to have nice tooltips that tell you what they are, and be able to just navigate your way around and play the game, that's great. For some reason, I can't figure out where to see all the different possible investments and how they're changing over time. Maybe I'll figure that out in a bit. We're positive again on the cash, and we're 6 months in. Cool, okay, so we've got 3 assets working for me, and the question is now, what should I buy? What should I do next? Oh, I can reply. Thank you. There we go. There's a few different options now in here in the deal finder. I've set it to just show storage and see what we can find in terms of anything that's got like a really high... No, there's nothing with an 8% cap rate. These have got 7 or more. Is there something cheap enough I can afford? Probably not. Let's put an offer in and just see if the bank will let us have it. I don't think they will. Let's see if we can close this. Oh, we can. No, we can't. We only have 398,000 in our checking, and we need 1.3 million in our checking to be able to do this sort of deal. Apparently there's been a bit of a market boom. Oh, and we've got some emails. Oh, and we've got the year-end we got an annual report. Oh, look at this. So our net worth is now 3.2 million. We've got 3 properties, and we've had a net cash flow of $229,000. Not every year is a breakout year, but 2026 was one of those. Oh, yes. Right, loads of mails. The market's heating up, prices are climbing. Oh, hang on a minute. Based on the growth of your portfolio, we're pleased to upgrade your banking relationship to preferred status. Ooh, we now have a better line of credit. I was just curious to see what would happen if I went to the end of the year. So that's what I'm doing. Money is just coming in. The bank balance is going up. We're getting some financial summaries coming through. And it says that 2027 was a year of steady progress. I would probably have to agree with that because I didn't make any changes. But money went up, we still have the 3 properties, and we had some good cash flow. And I've got 155,000 in cash. I don't think that's going to be enough for a property unless we can find a cheap one. I can't. I don't have the money. Right. Okay. We're going to have to sell the stocks. We're going to sell. We're going to sell all of ours. All of our shares. We've got 3,000 shares. We're going to sell the lot. Let's try and get this. Let's try and get it for $1 million. Yeah, let's accept that counter offer. Ah, you have a smaller down payment if you go in with it. Right. No, I want the bigger down payment, I think. Close the deal. Yes. Okay, so now we have 4 properties. Let's go with the regional property management company. Now we've got a few properties. I would like to modify this later. I assume that I can. But let's have a look here. Ready to go in-house? Form your own management company and reduce the costs of your... Yes. Right, we're going to form a management company. Human Holdings Management. Sure, that sounds like a good idea. Oh, no. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. We have to pay for somebody. Property manager to handle the day-to-day operations. Should we go with a super experienced property manager? So Sarah's going to have a high annual salary. She's going to get some benefits and have large compensation there. But we have a monthly fee that we normally pay. And I think we should be alright. In-house costs more than at current sale. Savings come with growth. We're going to form the company. Sarah's going to head it up. It's going to be costly to begin with, but we're going to get these places filled up and we're going to do brilliant money all over the place. And we welcome Sarah as our property manager of Hugon Holdings Management. Right, we've got 3 new tenants in, but our cash flow is a little bit down because we've got more expenses than what we used to have. And we've hired our first employee as a property manager. And we formed our management company. Fantastic. 7 tenants are currently late on rent. Well, Sarah will have that handled in no time, I'm sure. Well, there's 1 new tenant signed up. We do have quite considerable line of credit now, over 2 million. So I'm thinking perhaps we could purchase another property if we can find it cheap enough. Can we afford the financing? Yes, we can. Or can we? No, I don't think we can afford it. Even if we go with the aggressive loan to value, we haven't got enough money. That is way too expensive. It's been a year. I feel good about the work I've done. I'd like to talk compensation, requesting a 7% increase. I'm going to risk it and approve the raise. Oh, now we need to pay for an emergency repair of a boiler. Can we find a cheaper option first? I mean, it's 9,000 sounds like a lot, but it could really affect a lot of the tenants. Let's go for it. At the minute, I'm spending. Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble. We're going to have 372,000 going to be due. We don't have the money to pay for it. We've got 4 properties, one of which I think I want to list for sale. That way, hopefully, we can start to keep on top of other things. James, I've had clients lose far more than this. Ooh. Apparently it's not great. Hugon Holdings still has assets. It still has structure. The losses you're looking at are real, but it's not permanent. Let's talk about a path forward. Yes, I want a path forward. I want to fix this. Well, it seems like our investments aren't paying off brilliantly. If we look at the bank account, we can see that we have zero available balance right now. And that's not good. We have gone to completely nothing. There's a protective advance that's gone in to get us out of our massive debts. And those massive debts are the balloon payments that are coming in from these storage facilities. I've managed to get myself in a bit of a predicament. My loan interest and property expenses are greater than my rent collection. I think this will require a drastic move. I'm taking a brief pause from the gameplay to mention that today's episode is officially sponsored by the developer of Family Office Simulator. As demonstrated in today's video, this strategy and management simulation has a really interesting premise. The focus is all about turning that personal wealth into a lasting family institution. Operating through this straightforward desktop interface, the core progression is actually pretty fascinating. Rather than just simply accumulating as much money as possible, you have to learn how to actively build, protect, and govern, and then finally transfer that wealth across the generations. You start off acquiring and managing the real estate, balancing your debt, and keeping an eye on the capital and cash flow whilst you're hiring your staff to build up your true family office. But as the office grows, there's deeper systems that are introduced. You'll find yourself managing governance and setting up trusts and foundations and figuring out how the succession planning works so that things don't completely get squandered down the line. Family Office Simulator enters Steam Early Access July 28th. The price is $19.99 and they have a 10% launch discount planned as well. Use the link in the description or the QR code on the screen to wishlist Family Office Simulator on Steam now, and make sure you don't miss out on that 10% launch discount. Right, back to the game. It seems like Tycoon didn't do very well and crippled his family finances. And now we're going to take control of a different family's finances. Mr. Luckett, Mr. Bakewell Luckett. Mr. Luckett, January 26th. Once again, James and Catherine are here. We're going to draw some funds and find some properties. This time, any type of property with the best cap rates. There aren't any good cheap ones right now. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm not going to do it then. I'm going to wait. And at the end of our first year, I haven't actually purchased any property. So we've still got our net worth. We've made a tiny bit of money. We'll see how it goes. Oh, bingo! Look at this. A self-storage facility under $1 million with a really good cap rate. 9%. I want this. I'm going to offer them... No, wait. Yeah, I'm going to offer them the total amount, right? The complete amount. And we're going to go in with just cash. We're going to buy the lot. There we go. Fantastic. What we're going to do for our management company this time is choose the cheapest one for now. And we'll see how that goes. And we can see that our net worth is currently going up. We've got 700,000 in the bank balance, so if there's something under the $1 million mark, we could probably get another property. And both of our properties are 100% occupied. End of year report. Apparently it was a challenging year. Maybe that's because we bought properties and the value went down, but never mind. We'll see how it goes. Ah, another self-storage facility. 9% cap rate. I want that. 825,000. Do we have the cash to buy it outright? Just. It puts us pretty much at zero. Oh dear. Right. Well, we could get a little bit more credit. So let's go in here. We've already got 260 out in credit. Let's get another 40,000. And that will do us. Okay. So we've got 300,000 credit and we can get our property. We'll do an asking price. 775,000. We'll try and knock 50,000 off it. We've got a counter offer for 800,000. Let's, you know what? Accept that. I think that's a good counter offer. We're going to use cash and we'll close the deal. Fantastic. We've not got a massive amount of cash in the bank now. 65,000. Ideally, we'd like to be able to get some of our credit gone or maybe do something better with the money. But I think we've got a couple of really good options in the amount of money that's coming in on that. Now, apparently we're paying Apex Property Solutions $1,471 a month in management fees. Could we have our own management company and this time do it cheaper? Now, it says here that doing it in-house currently would cost a lot more than our fees at the moment. So I think this is one of the ways I went wrong last time. Last time it was going to cost thousands and thousands in in-house property maintenance when we could have outsourced it for much cheaper. And that was a wrong foot to start on right now, I feel. So I'm not going to do this right now. This might be something I do later. 101,000 in the bank at the moment in terms of available balance. Because I did cash for the other ones, it means that I haven't got a big payment coming up to pay off on the mortgage of that. So let's see. Will they... Let's go in low. If we don't get it, we don't get it. Let's offer them 400,000. Yeah, they walked away from that deal. I'm not surprised. But to be honest, I wasn't massively interested. And at the end of 2028, apparently it was a year of steady progress. We're up to 3 properties, we've got good cash flow and good income. Right, our property manager is escalating noise complaints. We're going to issue a formal warning. because all of our properties are all full. I don't care if we lose one tenant, we can get another one in. So, formal warning, we don't want to annoy all the other people. All of our properties are 100% occupied. So now I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident. We can almost pay off our credit. Oh! Do I pay the credit off and then spend the money? Or do we keep the credit for now and invest it again? I think we might need to invest it again. I feel like we want to be looking at getting another really fantastic, relatively cheap property. Our bank balance just dropped to 0 because we had to pay a balloon payment. Oh, of course, on our original first property. It was a good job I didn't spend it all then. We're at 376,000. I think we'll be all right though. We've now not paying any interest at all on the mortgage, right? So now we only have to worry about that. We haven't got any more balloon payments coming. Now, at this point, if we're willing to invest slightly over $1 million in purchasing a property, there's some good ones out there. I mean, this one up here, 9.7, 9.6. So I'm going to get another 524,000 out. That gets our current balance up to 900,000. Oh, that's nearly $1 million. Let's make it $1 million. There we go. We've got $1 million in credit. We've got 700,000 in the bank account. And I'm going to get a new property. We're going to go with this self-storage facility here. We're going to offer them 1.15 million. We're going to counter that one more. We're going to try and bring them down a bit. They don't seem to want to move down much. So we're going to try... that. Let's choose the financing. I can't go in all cash, unfortunately. So we're going to have to go with credit. But we can go in with a very conservative credit because we can afford the down payment of 531,000. So there we go. We've got another property. And that means now our net worth has grown to 2.4 million. And by the end of the year 2031, it's been a year of real momentum apparently. We acquired a property and our portfolio seems to be doing quite well. 1.3 million is our net worth now. Property expenses are getting quite high. There are some really good properties that I'd want to purchase. But unfortunately at the moment, we don't really have the cash. I want this property. It's 2.9 million. If I can get them to 2.8, I'm going to need something like 1.4 in my bank. Oh, let's do it. 1.5 million is coming out of the credit, and I'm going to make an offer in on that property. We're going to go with 2.725 mil. Okay. The purchase price has been accepted. Wow, they didn't even counter my counter. Now we need to choose some financing. Let's select this one and close the deal. And now we have a nice little collection of properties, I should think. The value of some of these have gone down a little bit, but hopefully the value of this one won't much. This is our biggest investment so far. Hopefully it will give us some good cash flow. Oh, nice! Our net worth is now over 5 million. All of our properties are 100% occupied. Right, we're getting to the point now where some of these loans are going to start to mature, and we're going to need, like, pretty much a good bit of money, like 500,000 in the bank account. We don't have that right now. It's not massive, but let's add like 400,000 into that account to cover that when it comes through. Yes, it is now worth bringing Emily in to manage my properties because it's now costing more to do it out of house than do it in-house. So I'm going to form the company for that, and hopefully that should start saving us some money. Hello, Emily. How are things going? 100% occupied across 6 properties. Fully leased. That is looking good. So now I've got HR, we've got Emily working for us. They're a bit of a junior in terms of experience, but hopefully they'll be alright. We'll train them up. And we got our first employee. And our management company has been formed. So now we only have 2 mortgage payments and our loan. That's not too bad. Oh no, what's this? Okay. I feel like it's been a good year. I've done well. 6% increase. You know what? We'll approve that raise on this occasion. If we have cash, then buy when others are selling. Ooh. Well, we don't have cash, but we could get cash. Oh, that makes it tempting to buy. This storage facility could help increase our portfolio. At 1.8 million, though. We'd need cash on hand for that. Let's borrow $1 million, and hopefully this is going to be a good decision. And let's see if we can drive the prices down a little bit as well. They countered offered, but they countered offer way lower than what they were originally. Let's counter again. Let's do... And they've accepted it. Can we get the financing? Yes. And another property. Fantastic. Now I need to be careful that we're able to then pay back the credit that we've got drawn out. We're at 3.5 million in terms of credit, but we'll see how it goes. Well, there we go. There was 2 of the big mortgage payments made, but that does now mean that we own nearly all of our properties, and we should be able to not worry too much about loan interest in other areas. We can pay off the 5 million loan as much as possible. So here we go. We've got 34,000 coming in just 1 month. Oh, here we go. Look, our net worth has crossed 10 million. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's a very high net worth. I'm going to sell the apartments because we need the cash to pay off some of our loan. Oh, wow. We've actually got an offer higher than the asking price. Well, I feel like I'd be daft not to accept that, so there we go. Okay, 3 things just happened in quick succession, and I wasn't really ready for it. I had a balloon payment coming up. It was for the last of the self-storage facilities. So I kind of panicked a little bit, sold my most expensive property. That got me 5 million in cash over. I then got rid of all of my credit, paid that balloon payment, and now we've got 500,000 in the checking account with no debt. I think I've just turned a massive corner. Let's see how the next year or so goes. Oh, hang on. We've got an emergency repair that needs to be done. 15,000. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And at the end of 2046, our net worth hasn't gone up massively over the last few years. It's gone up a little bit, but we're out of debt, which I think is probably good. So now I want to keep an eye out for any properties that I can afford. At the moment, that's under $1 million, and there aren't really that many. But there are some for just over $1 million that I might want to grab. Oh, hang on. I'm now 55 years old. It's not very old, but I need to look at having a successor. Okay, we do need to have a conversation, James. Yes, can I reply? Reply. Okay, let's do that. Yes, okay. Thank you very much, James. We will sort that out. Oh no, we've received a demand letter. Okay, somebody is claiming injury. Well, that's just not right. Although they want 19,000 to settle out of court, and it'd cost 24,000 to hire a counsel. We're just going to settle. We're going to have to just settle out of court, thank you. Oh, there's been a market crash. This is a good environment, apparently, if you've got the cash and the conviction to buy. Well, I would like to buy. How much cash have we got? Only 700,000. Although if we went with a mortgage, that means 1.4 million in property. There's a lot of property available. Ooh, look at this. There's one here with a cap rate of 9.6. I think we're going to have that one, but it's a little expensive. 170 odd thousand. We might need to get a little bit of money from our credit. And they've accepted. Okay. Close the deal. And we have another property now. We're up to 6 again. Some of these are worth quite a lot of money. There's a few here that are worth 3 million. Let's pay that last 100,000 back so we're out of credit again. Now, our property manager, Emily, is costing us 88,000 a year. We could potentially hire somebody new, like Jasmine, and it'll only cost 38,000 a year. Low salary, great with the residents, eager and organised. They're going to be the leasing coordinator. Now we're paying both of them. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Tell you what we could do. We could bring Jasmine in as a coordinator, give them a bit of experience, and then sack Emily because she's getting too expensive. Oh, hang on a minute. Jasmine wants to resign? I've been offered a position elsewhere, significantly higher. I accept your resignation, Jasmine. You'd only just join us, but fine. You know what? If you found something else that suits you better, you do that. Because I will try and hire somebody else. Jasmine. I will hire Jasmine. Did I just hire Jasmine back? Is it the same person? I don't know, but they're back. Are they going to leave again? I don't know. Oh dear. Emily wants even more money. Jasmine seems fine. I think it's time to sack well, we're not going to sack Emily. We're going to just say, no, you're not going to get any more. You know what? It's time to sack Emily. Emily, you've helped us raise a lot of money, but now you're gone. Oh, Jasmine wants a small pay rise. All right, yeah, you can have a small pay rise this time. We're going to go and sell a property and buy other ones and see what that does. This one here, 5 million. Let's list that for sale for 5.5. We've got one going in here for 5 million. I'm not interested in that. Oh, they've upped their offer. Nope, still not as interested. Oh, we got a couple more offers coming in now. That one's pretty close to asking price. Okay, I'm going to accept the offer. We're going to get a load of money. So we've got 4.5 million in the bank. And then I'd like to buy 2 cheaper properties. And go in with cash. Oh, look at this. Still got 2.6 million cash? Oh, more properties. More properties. That's got a cap rate of 9.8%. And it's in budget as well. I feel like we're going to have to buy that one. We got it for 1.475. Cash, all in. Close that deal. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 properties now. Oh my, that is fantastic. What is our value worth? We're up to 22 million? Right then, James has sent us a message. Blakewell, you are 70. And I need to say this plainly. Without a named successor, the office will not survive. The portfolio, maybe. Right, so what do we need to do? We need to name a family successor. Yes, let's do that. Name your heir. My heir is going to be Dave Davidson. And they're going to go to boarding school. So now you can see that they are 1 year old. Oh no! Oh, 1 year old. Well, let's see how long I can hold on for. We've got nearly 1,000 units over 11 properties, so hopefully they should be making some good money. Some of these are worth a lot of money. I think maybe I should sell the most expensive one and buy some more cheap ones again. It seems to be working out pretty well. Let's list it for sale and see if anybody wants to buy it for 7 million. You never know. Oh, look at this. We've got a 6.7. Oh, that's pretty good. 6.76. Let's accept that offer and sell that property. Oh, we've now got a holdings button as well. Private opportunity, a cattle ranch. I mean, I was going to spend my money on other things. I've got 6 million in the bank. Oh, I need to pay the credit off. You know what? I want to know what this holdings is all about. Let's begin. This is a named place, not just an investment. What shall we call it? This is going to be called Hellish Ranch. There we go. We're going to confirm the purchase. Apparently, there's some estimated revenue. And there we go. We're in. We've got a ranch. I want this place, but I only want it if I'm going to get it cheap. So I'm going to offer $750 and see what they say. They counter offered at $840. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not going in that high. You can have it for $780. They counter offered again. No. $795. Oh, good. Yeah, we got another one. Okay, with $2 million in the bank, I'm going to put another $1 million into savings. I'm going to try and do some more investments. I'm going to get some Titan. Yeah, the financial group. I'm going to buy $1 million's worth of shares. So we don't want 10,000. Yeah, 3,000 should do it. Okay, there we go. We've got some shares now. We've got savings, shares, properties, and holdings. That technician we hired was the only one we've got. Oh my goodness. We lost our coordinator. I must have... Oh, well, Jasmine's gone. Let's hire David. David's going to do a good job, I'm sure. There we go. So now we have Marcus, David, and Tyler. We got our maintenance techs and our leasing coordinator. And at the age of 77, I'm now worth over 50 million. Fantastic. So now we have just under 2 million in cash, about $1 million in savings, over 1.5 million in investments, and I now have 14 properties with 1,496 units. And at the age of 87, I am now an established family office with a net worth that has crossed 100 million. We're no longer just a little family business, it's an institution. It appears it's now time for the family estate to move on. I've got a message here that says, Bakewell, you've built something real. That's not a given. Most people who set out to build a lasting wealth never get there. And you did. Well, I did on the second attempt, didn't I? So, Bakewell Luckett here has a net worth of $165 million, 18 properties, and 3 staff. Although, they're not the original 3 staff I had to begin with, because they kept asking for more money, so I sacked them and got some new ones. But the office does continue. And Dave Davidson now assumes leadership, and we can log in as Dave Davidson. There we go. Let's wrap up with a few thoughts. Did I enjoy playing Family Office Simulator? Well, yes, I really did. It was good fun to take on a new quest where you actually have to learn and try, and maybe fail a bit, and then come back and do better. The game itself is really well laid out. The premise is actually quite straightforward because the interface is quite easy to use and navigate, and all the information you need is right there at your fingertips, either in messages or tooltips. Now, where could it do better? Well, it's definitely got depth when it comes to complexity. I think it could do with more depth in terms of variety. The options in the core game loop are good, I just found myself wanting a few more varied things to do. Anyway, it's in early access and more features are planned, so perhaps this gap will be filled. And honestly, I'm quite optimistic about the future of the project. As regulars know, I have a bit of a knack for picking up quirks, especially in the user interface. Given I had access before the release, I naturally found a handful of things. But here's the brilliant part. Before I could even get around to recording this summary, the solo developer has already replied to my feedback and actually implemented an update to address all of the points that I raised. So would I play it again? Well, I feel like in its current phase I've had a really good go, and I enjoyed what was there, but I'll probably wait until it's evolved a bit more in early access before I get back and have a heavier session. Having said that, the developer is actively looking for player feedback to help shape the game, so I might jump back in to be part of that process. And really, ultimately, would I recommend it? Well, as you know, my heart usually belongs to laying tracks and optimizing complex transport networks, so this is quite a change of pace for me. But it doesn't mean that it's not good or well made. I genuinely had fun playing it. So if you like slow and thoughtful strategy games, this might well be a great choice for you. So I'd like to say thank you for watching. Don't forget the link in the description to check out Family Office Simulator on Steam. Leave all of your thoughts, ideas and questions down in the comments. And don't forget to click the link in the video description or the ones on screen for Trains, Transport and Tycoon videos. I'll see you in the next one, but for now, goodbye.